Right, live now, Scotty. Let's find your entry. Where are you? Well, I've got somebody here. Hello. I'm not currently on this screen. I'm just trying to tell John I'm on. So I'm trying to get onto his one. Where's his chat gone? There we go. Pause that one. Back over here. Hi, Chris. So my machine, if it goes to sleep, sometimes is a very deep sleeper, and it's a pain in the ass trying to wake it up. It's getting a little bit sulky. Better late than never. Boom, 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 boom. Can't believe it's only 10 o'clock. Feels like ages I've been awake. I was debating having a late night tonight, but I think my advancing years, I think I probably need my sleep more. Sad state of affairs when it's like that. Hi, Scott. Thanks for passing on my message. Yeah, my machine didn't want to wake up. It goes into hibernation mode like a proper bear does, as opposed to what it's designed to do. Goes in, be quiet for a little bit, and then wake up quickly. Mine takes a good rousing and throw a good kick in and a few buckets of cold water on it. Elevations. Not so bad, not so bad. Got the thingy delivered today from my mother-in-law's. Still sealed, beautifully in the box. Barrack of Guernsey edition. I've had a look at it. You might be disappointed because all the places seem to be in French. Ha Castle Cornet, Hauteville House. Don't wish it's a cheap one, I wish it's affordable ones. Here we are. Oh, High Street, we got one of them. What's that? The Cruf Socks? Oh, I can't read half of that. Weird and wonderful. Hi, Jared. Hi, HMS. And cheers to John, who's now passed on. Going for some scoff. Happy days. I cooked a nice banging stir fry today. Gorgeous. Singapore noodles. Yeah, I know, I was being funny then, or trying to be jacked. I know they're all French, yeah. I just couldn't believe it when I walked in the shop and saw it in the cabinet. I went, oh, I know some of them, Guernsey. So I'll get that packaged up and shipped over to you tomorrow. How's everyone's evening been so far? I'm a fake with that. Love it. On parle-vous français? Non. Petit. I speak Deutsch. I'm probably better off in Swahili than anything else. This isn't much use, but... Right. 3 French names. Well, yeah, Le Breton was a bit of a clue, and Jack. I didn't do fairer Jack here, but yeah, I suppose it's probably all predominantly French over in Guernsey, more so than Jersey. Busy just work. Yeah. Well, I might have given up work. Bizarre, but see my doctor next week, my false doctor, and probably throw my cards then. I might be retired before Crimbo. Who knows? Be entertaining. Middle name Marie. My middle name's from Normandy. Although I don't think it was very popular when he first came over. My middle name's William, so that's Normandy, isn't it? William the Conqueror. Baron Hastings and all that stuff. It's our 2016 Baron Hastings coin. Anybody want to join the stream? More than welcome. Share the thing just up top if anyone wants to get on board. Maybe. I went shopping on eBay earlier on and ordered myself 2 albums to stick my State and Park quarters in. Found some cracking albums at a really good price. And they have space in them for 112 or something, so I think they have the space in there for sticking in the Philly ones and the Denver ones. Got plenty of room. Usually people pronounce Mal or yeah, Mal as Mary. Oh, Mary. No, it is an I. See, my eyes. Always emphasize the first syllable. Okay. Yeah, some of the starting bids are ridiculous, but that was all the, well, I suppose it was tactics of eBay. They sell more stuff as a result, probably. They just get, and they get 10% of the end. They used to get less than 10% of the final sale fee, but they used to charge certain costs for listing, which meant people didn't list the city prices. You didn't put up a Beatrix Potter coin for 200,000, but now you can do it because no one's going to buy it, but you can do it. And if by any chance somebody does buy it, then they get 20k in their commission. The only problem is it means you get some people who have no idea about coin prices just cluttering up your search streams when you're trying to find something, because you got a few imbeciles trying to get £20,000 for a screw and knucking, but such is life. 83 coin set on eBay with 2p mule. Well, it's certainly won't hit 1200, will it? Marie. Where's Marie? Right. TP sells for 600 on his own. Yeah, I know, but the rest of the coins are just packing, really, aren't they? There's only the 2p mule, which is the mule. The rest of them are just bog standard 1983 coins. So you shouldn't get it for 1200 on it. There's a Isle of Man, their first Christmas coin, 1980, the horse and carriage. Some of the sets they did lose. They did a mule. I forgot to put the country of origin on the back of it. Some are ridiculous, but you know, as one of my favourite sayings, sorting out the chaff from the wheat. You do have to go past a few idiot listings, but amongst there, sometimes you find the odd gem, like Chris did a few days ago, and he got 350 quarters for 20 quid. Don't think I've had a decent touch like that on here for quite a while. It should be non-magnetic, but yeah. I wonder whether Ian gets any in his auction, but I wouldn't have thought so. Imagine if he says, "Oh, I found 4 mule 2p's in there. Should look at your change better, people." That would be funny. Yeah, normally I've got a big long string of stuff I'm waiting to get through eBay. So I just bought a couple of things earlier on tonight. I had absolutely nothing for one of the first times in my memory. I had 0 outstanding in my list of purchases, but that's normally because of, yeah, I bet you have, Chris. I've just got 2 cracking albums. I can't go on to it now, can I? Oh, I can actually. I'm on StreamYard, aren't I? Give me a second I'm going to keep my ugly mug up. I just thought I couldn't go on because it'll slow everything down, but that's only when I'm on YouTube. And as YouTube's paused, I should be able to get onto my eBay quite quickly. Because these albums were brilliant. I came across one when I was looking at some American coinage. I think I did a search for stake quarters, and obviously I didn't specify coins, so I bought up everything. And I came across an album, and then I thought I'll look at a few more albums. Then I worked out that actually the one I came across first was by far the best album. Let's give this person, whoever it is, called Wordery Specialist. I shall give them some free publicity here by sharing this little link to here. I'll do the one for the national parks, but if anyone's interested and they are getting one of these, the £10.20, this one is. I'm going to share the link, but I'll read you what I've got on here first. National Parks Commemorative Quarters Collector's Map, including the District of Columbia and the U.S. territories. Still on display, the quarters from both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Room for 112 quarters in all. Brand spanking new, beautiful book. And the same seller also does them for stake quarters, which is exactly the same again, i.e. 112. And by buying both, oh, Scott already found it, has he? And by buying both, you also then get a discount on it as well, which is even more fun. I don't know, some poxy like, I don't know, 5% off, but still makes a big difference. So I got both of these albums on order now. Got a nice professional confirmation email back from them. But yeah, absolute terrier's testicles. I'm really chuffed with that. And looking at other books, some of them are around the 20 quid mark, and some of them are around the 20 quid mark, and they look a little bit. Oh, hang on. Who modded you at the anyway? Was that someone so you could share the link? Was it? Because oh, someone else did, right? Cool. What price did the ones you found, Scott? I'm not gonna go on a wild goose chase following your link now, but this one was brilliant price. brilliant looking books. And I got them in one of these little coin hunter ones right now, or whatever you call them. What is it? UK coin hunt, like that. But I was debating now. I've got a full kind of mixed set of separating them into different sets and filling a Philly and a Denver. Then I come across these books which have enough space for both on purpose, which is exquisite. I'm chuffed. So I'm looking forward to filling these when I get, or plugging them all in when I get them, and then find out what I'm missing. I now want to follow Scott's Christmas tree, isn't it? Yeah, I know that's because I'm only doing a quick hour here, Oceans, and I haven't got around to sticking all my little bits on it yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow, but I do have a nice mountain of stuff. This one has been listed 3 times. Is a Peter Rabbit, okay. But I've got to follow your link and see what we got. Oh, I can't. Well, this one, which is the biggest link in the world, that's the American the Beautiful National State Squatters. I've never even seen the tree. And oh, good. So you're making me move and stuff now. Bad for me. There we go. Lit up. Yeah, I'm gonna get some. I think I'm gonna get some. Well, what do you call it? Holographic kind of card. I think I'll get some from my local crafty shop. I'm thinking of cutting out into circles and sticking that on. That way it'll look nice and shiny, and it'll fit up nice and quick and look a bit like baubles. Probably better than tags. I don't think tags are right. So there's only quite a little tree. If I make cut little things out, then it'll be fine. Sue's getting ours out on Saturday. Good day to be out, Scott. Otherwise you'll be roped around to do it. And if you go into the loft, that's where the spiders live. I send my kids up there. I don't go up there anymore. Tarantulas fine, money spiders fine, anything in between not fine. And I think everything else lives in the loft, so I steer clear. Saving you from getting a DVT. Oh, that's nice. So I just puncture myself with a bit of Clexane and be what away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sue. That headache and feeling nicky. Yeah, well, you don't want to be anywhere near computer screen then, because blue light or whatever they call it is horrendous. And any form of white light, if you've got a headache, is horrible. I always get my headaches behind my eyes. So I suppose that's where my head is. So good place to have it. Christmas decks, yeah. Ooh, no, yeah, I wouldn't do that, Oceans. I prefer to just put on an extra jumper and freeze to death in a cold house, rubbing 2 sticks together and go anywhere near a gas meter full of spiders. That's why I'm glad I got one of these smart meters now. I don't have to go around and check the gas thing outside. Lecky meter, just look up. The other one I have to open the door, which, and yeah, there's some big oval things in there. HMS is saying you might have a computer virus, Sue. That's poor. Yeah, but hey. Paracetamol. Yeah, I stopped. I didn't take paracetamol for headaches for years, based on what meds I was on. Oh, well, that's a great name for him. What a name he's picked for himself there.
Hello.
We're about to see. Here we go. He hasn't got his sound turned on, but there we go.
I have.
Oh, now you have, yeah.
I have.
Welcome to CJ Dopey Bollocks.
CJ Dopey Bollocks.
That's actually a religious name, I believe, the last one. Yeah, terminology, I believe, but with one L, going back to the medieval. So that's my excuse whenever I say it anyway. So.
How's it going then?
Not bad, not bad. We've just been talking about spiders, unfortunately. And HMS has highlighted a very sound bit of common sense about conkers. Good for repelling spiders. I have them in the corners of all my window ledges.
Yeah, conkers are great.
I didn't know what it was until I saw it on one of my mate's narrow barges. He had a narrow boat and went, "What you got all the conkers in the window for?" And he told me, I thought, all these years I've hated spiders and no one's ever told me that.
Yeah. But, important point, they only last for a year.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, only last for a year. So the conkers won't put off the spiders if the conkers have been there too long. They need to be fresh. So you need
Queen Surfer.
Need to keep replacing fresh conkers.
Right.
But yeah, bang them in different places, corner of the room, under the couch, windowsills, you know, places like that. And apparently they stay away. I was going to tell everybody about the cats last night, wasn't I?
Did you and your cat get a room in the end or not?
No. No.
She's very affectionate.
Yeah, I somehow think it wasn't necessarily the affections that she was going for last night. I think she was trying to let me know she was still hungry. Hence, Dopey Bollocks. I just had a conversation with Fran and I'm going, do you know, I can't work it out. I give the cat a packet of food, it's gone. I come in at night, give her another packet, it's gone by the morning. I give her another packet, she's just ate the lot now. And she still looks hungry. So I give her another one. And then all of a sudden, Fran said to me, Have you just been putting the cat meat down, or have you been putting some biscuits down? I said, no. Fucking great bag of biscuits on the side. So I just done some biscuit. Oh shit, am I time one? Oh, all right, it's after 10 o'clock.
I like the way when you said the first one, then you went, oh shit. Have I timed right? I thought, if you haven't, you've just double whammied it. Yeah.
Double whammied it, yeah, but I'm safe. It's after 10 o'clock. I put my name in the title, but I didn't put over 18 plus. We've got to put 18 plus.
Oh, I forgot to do it, yeah.
Yeah, we just got to remember to keep doing that, that's all.
Right.
Stick 18 plus in the title, and then there's no comeback then.
Yep.
Especially at night time, you know what I mean?
What we got here? Actually, I think that name's going to probably stick with you, Ian.
It probably will. I won't mind. I won't mind at all. Which way am I going? I have to keep remembering which way I'm going. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird being reversed, isn't it?
It is. It is. You go to go left and it's
used to it, but although it is quite nice when you're showing someone at the screen, you actually see the wording to read yourself properly. So that's useful.
I wonder why it's just a great big blue column on the right hand side, and there's nothing. There's nothing there. Or is that if there's different? I suppose if we've got 6 people in, they'd be all the way down, wouldn't they?
Well, on that side, it's the chat column. You should.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Right.
I don't see anything at all. It's just a big blue. It's like a big blue banner with just a little bit of. At the top, there's my picture, and then it says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you, and then the rest of it is just like a blue banner.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
I can see the chat on my right. You should be able to see the chat as being a guest on it. Probably depends on your device.
If I 1 minute, I just got to tick the button on my medication to say I've had it. I got an app and I have to.
No, that's a good reminder.
Yeah, take your medication, Steve.
My tea time ones are about 4 hours late. I've only just recently started drinking with pills because someone told me I'm supposed to drink each time I swallow them. But I used to put about 8 in my mouth at the same time and just swallow them. But
What are they?
hello, Male Detecting UK with the Well Metal Detectives of Dorset. God, that's a long title. It's getting bigger. Ron.
Just checking.
Ron's liking your name, Ian.
Yeah. Well, I deserve it today. So.
Don't forget Ron's the management. To do Ron, to do Ron.
Oh, turn that one off. About 10 seconds behind that one is.
Yeah, you can't have YouTube and StreamYard on. So.
You got 10 thumbs ups. You got 10 thumbs ups and 15 people watching. So that means there's people watching that hasn't clicked the thumbs ups. How dare you watch our channel and not click the thumbs ups when Steve's on?
They're probably just gauging the feeling first before going up or down, you know.
Right, so I can keep an eye on the comments a little bit because my phone's charging up, but at least I can get to see it. Thanks, Scott. Got your message. I appreciate it very much. Hi, Sue. Hope you feel better soon.
There we go. Male Detecting UK just subbed Ron.
Very good.
Spreading the love. Everyone sub everyone else back. Is all nice. Yeah, you got a thumbs up from Ron straight away as soon as he saw Dopey Bollocks. So, tickety boo.
And a kiss for Fran, just in case she's watching.
You don't have to watch you, do you?
Yeah, she was telling me, I was talking to her on the phone a little while ago, and she was telling me she was watching the stream last night. Well, she wasn't watching the stream last night. She watched it on playback, and she was watching the one where the cat got in the way and frightened the life out of me.
Did she? Oh, so that was the same night you raided your brother's drinks cupboard.
Yeah, I'm raiding it again tonight.
Oh my God, that's a big one.
I've just emptied 2 bottles of scotch.
Well, if he's not drinking them, it's a waste, isn't it?
Well, he had a bottle of Dyer there, and it only had like a little bit in it. So I finished the bottle of that off, and then I found a bottle of 12-year-old Highland. So I thought, well, there's only a little bit in there.
Well, yeah, but you're doing that because you're keen on recycling the glass bottles, aren't you?
Absolutely, I'm looking after him. I'm making him a bit of space on his cupboard.
Because of climate change and being an environmentalist, you know, finish the whiskey.
Too many bottles, too much there, too much clutter. He's sorting out a bit, so I'm doing him a favour. That's the story I'm going to try and sell.
Coins and more. Matt. Coin server can't see the thumb on the phone. Yeah, it's a nightmare on the phone. Bless you. Now you're just milking it.
I know. I'm surprised I'm stopping at 4. It normally goes to about 7 or 8.
My daughter used to always do 3. She's now going to 4s. So. The occasion she catches me off guard and only does 2 or 3, and I haven't said bless you. I'm still waiting for another one.
Oh, yes, you have. You want to repost the stream link? Because it's a bit high up. I nearly never found it. Excuse me.
Oh, that's the wrong one again.
Right.
Some of the albums I just found for the quarters, which was great. Get rid of that. Bring that back in. Hello, Marco. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Marco.
And Scott's being a little bit weird. He loves the feeling when he sneezes.
Well, actually, you do know, and this is a medical fact, you do know that when you sneeze, it's the closest thing to an orgasm you can get. That's probably why you like the feeling.
Well, we've said we've already gone past 10 o'clock anyway.
As well. I'm not.
Yeah, but I like the feeling when a woman sneezes.
Yes, well, we won't go down that road.
Exactly. Well, you started it.
I was giving medical terminologies.
And I was giving fact as well.
Yes. Now, has this been shared?
As what?
I'm just sharing it on Twitter.
Hang on, we got someone wanting to join the party. Is CJ Gertrude?
Now then, you old farts.
Aye.
I feel silly for using my normal Dragonlord now. I could have come up with anything. The Mad Professor. One day I'm going to come with my hair straight from the bath, sticking out like the Mad Professor.
This is now gonna lead to a fad. People are going to come on here, start making themselves different CJ names up.
Yeah, I can think so.
So what's occurring?
I'm just sharing. I'm sharing to Facebook and Twitter. Anybody else that ain't shared, go straight on and share it to Facebook and Twitter. Because remember, this is a separate stream.
And Ron, that's probably why I became a Fed, because of my filthy mind and my love of German dungeon porn. But yeah, I don't even know whether that actually exists. I just heard it in some sketch once, and it just stayed in my mind. So regurgitated every now and again. But
where's everybody wants Martha.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you started something there, didn't you?
Oh,
hello, Stevie B. Just noticed you on there. I'll just go back up. Oceans. You got to the sneeze.
Do you need to log in as DGBCH? No, just click on the link, Scott.
Ian.
Log into anything.
Oceans Jack says that she likes a good sneeze till he gets to 6 or more, then she's bored.
I don't want to go there.
That is a great. Let's get that one on screen now.
Oh, I've just nearly
now that one's up there. There we go, perfect. I don't know how long I'll leave that one up, probably for a while. HMS says you're a living encyclopedia of life, which we know.
Get Martha out of the box. Now we need to get that gold coin giveaway going first.
Yeah.
Yeah, too right. Jump on. Do you need to log in? No, to jump on. You can be on anything to be on here.
I can say cat's
you have to just hit the link and you're on, Scott.
That's it.
Oh, now they're saying I want you. I want Martha. Right. Yeah, someone was talking. Yeah, I think it was Marie talking about Martha and Dragonlord having baby Edgar and becoming grandparents.
Oh, no.
It sounds like Marie's managed to secure 2 Edgars. So
I wonder if he'll fit through the letterbox.
I don't know, but I'm excited. She needs to know how much I owe her and get us sorted. I'm looking forward to that. Where's all the Americans? In America, Ron. That's where they normally hang out.
They're a bit quiet tonight.
Find a few in Bath, but many in America. Who's sounding quiet?
They're all a bit knackered tonight.
Steve wants Martha.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. HMS wants to know what you're doing, dopey bollocks.
I got some coke.
You do realise I wanted to call my Alexa dopey bollocks. When I got it, they said you could call it different things. I didn't know you could call it 2 different things, basically Echo or Alexa. But I wanted mine to be called Dopey Bollocks. I wanted to say, "Oi, Dopey Bollocks, what's the time?" I wanted to do all of that, and I was gutted when I found out I couldn't change it.
Oh, my son wants one of them for Christmas.
Yeah.
You go what? What you say?
That's what one of my sons wants for Christmas. Them Alexa things.
Yeah, well, they don't buy the big ones. That's silly. If you buy the big one, you're just throwing your money away.
I'm kind of steering towards the Google one. Hey, Google.
Well, yeah, but if you can get the Amazon Echo Dots for next to nothing, the Echo Dots, and that's all you need. If you want it for sound, you can just Bluetooth or connect it to your speaker. That's it.
That's it.
So all you need is a small dot, and it does everything you want it to do. So
Happy
I
days.
turn on my smart plugs with them. I set my timers with it. I do everything with it.
The only thing I do with it is play the radio.
Yeah, well, that's the most common command is play absolute 80s.
Yeah, they have it in the office and they just switch the radio on in the morning and that's it. We don't do nothing else. Now and again, someone might think of asking it a silly question. Other than that,
Oh, I check for the weather with it. I do all sorts, but more often than not, it's used as my radio, my DAB radio sort of thing, because it's right next to me. So. But I have them scattered around the house, so they hear me wherever I am, so I can turn on all the smart plugs with them. So.
Well, I've got one of these smart TVs, so if I plug the TV up to this thing, will it turn on if I tell it to?
I don't know, but I know I can tell mine to turn on the light switches around the house, so that's quite useful.
I could ask and ask for a couple of dinosaurs. I wouldn't have a clue. That'd make anything.
I've never had one. I've never really thought about getting one, to be fair.
Well, I've got my one in my bedroom set to a specific schedule when I go to bed now. I just say, Alexa, bedtime, and it turns off my light in the bedroom. It drops the volume on the Alexa. It then asks me whether I wanted to play Thunder and Lightning and Rain, and all from one word. So I go to Benny Base. Perfect.
Nice.
Now, can you get room service on it though?
No. I wanted a Goblin teas, mate, but they were too pricey. I didn't speak English either. So.
Click on the link.
Mine does.
I'm trying to encourage Fran to click on the link and come in.
Scott, mine does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right then, Scott.
And give me a good night kiss and say,
oh, cough.
Very easy to do.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, very funny, Belfast.
No, it's just. Have you read it?
Yeah.
Hey, Ian, turn on the lights. That'd be a great one. Hey, Ian, what's the price of a 2004 £2 coin?
We'll have to look into getting an app one day of some description. I have one.
Apps are brilliant.
But, you know.
Well, someone showed me that coinoscope thing, and I thought, oh, that's quite cool. I went to put it on my phone and found out my phone was too old. It wouldn't do it.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I suppose if they're newer apps, they don't work on the older phones.
Yeah, but my phone won't even upload a new Nectar app for Sainsbury's.
Oh.
That's why I'm in desperate need of upgrading my tech, I think. So.
Yeah, definitely time for an upgrade, Steve.
Yeah, you need.
Yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing when you can't put Nectar on your phone, but yeah.
You need an iPhone 10, Steve.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't
You
like
do, you need an
iPhones.
iPhone 10.
I'm a tight Yorkshireman. I'll get something cheaper.
No, tight ass.
Yeah, I know. I'll get an A+ or something. But...
You got to get
Android all the way.
Tools for the job. You know what I mean? You don't go walking the beat with a little stick. You go walking the beat with a proper truncheon. Right tools for the job.
I used to take a baseball bat.
And get a little tiny cheapy phone. Got to get something. You got to get the right tools for the job.
I got into a scrap with one who had a weapon. I hit him with my truncheon, and the truncheon snapped in half. They were like made out of balsa wood. These ones were. At least now with the telescopic batons, they won't break.
Yeah.
Well, they will. They'll break arms and they'll break legs, but they won't break themselves. So
just get a crowbar. I've got one next to my back door.
Don't need that. I just stay behind the counter and spray him in the face with pepper spray. Yeah, get back. Yeah, I warned you.
That was all right in the days when an Englishman's home was his castle. You could do things like keeping a crowbar by the back door or under your bed. But what's the point now? Because if you pick it up and hit somebody over the head with it that's robbing your house, you're the one who's going to go to prison. So there's no point having it there.
No,
well,
I've read so many stories like that.
You've got some recent case law where you can do that. The case law which hit the papers about you can't, going to prison for shooting a burglar. Well, yeah, if they're robbing you and you're having a fight in the house and your gun goes off, fine. But if they're 20 meters away outside and they're running away and their back's to you and you're shooting them in the back, then yeah, you probably over excessive force there. But
just a little bit, I would say.
My brother always said to me, he said, all these things about baseball bats, load of rubbish. He said, you can't swing them. He said, what you want to have is a small hatchet. Do the damage well. Oh, God almighty. He said, small hatchet down the side of the bed, happy days,
Nice to see you,
Why did-
Richard. I wouldn't have said I was quiet.
Why do you need a crowbar at the back door?
I'll
Do you
be
not have a
chirping
bottle
away,
opener?
I have. Unless you can't hear me.
Hello, Richard.
So how are we getting on with the raffle tickets then? The biggie.
They're all sold out, aren't they?
Oh, have they?
Which ones?
I thought someone said in a comment yesterday, or was it the day before, that there was only 2 left.
2 what raffle?
Your one, the one for the tree.
No, the thing is over half of those left still, I think.
Really?
Was it that big one where it's like 795
that
quid's
one.
worth of... Yeah. How's that one getting
Yeah.
on?
Well, that's a good. I reckon that's probably one of the best value raffles we've got, really, because I've taken a parcel that's over 700 quid's worth, and the tickets that we're selling don't equal 700 quid. It comes out at 5. So essentially, it's like selling a £700 parcel for 500 quid, as it were. Do you know what I mean? So that's actually the best value raffle on there, pound for pound, if you see what I mean.
You should have gone on The Apprentice, Ian, mate. You do well.
The Apprentice.
You're fired.
Who's me?
Lord Sugar, you're in my chair. Move. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would make very good television, would it? Walking into that room and saying, "I think you're in my chair."
Yeah.
Mind.
It's like, I didn't watch all the live stream yesterday with the Americans. I got to the point where you talked about your penny and you turned it into £1 million worth of stock, but I haven't watched any of the conversation after that. So
Okay.
I know he was talking to him
you know
about
that story though, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's it. I know that story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it hard enough to keep up with some of the live. I don't maybe watch back other stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
Not so many hours in the day, is there?
It must be a headache for Matt, because there's no way he can watch all of the videos that he needs to watch in order to do the documentary, as it were. He's got to be picky, and he's going to be checking documentaries, watching them quickly, and things like that. You got to, because you
got to make sure I'm in there.
Oh yes. Yeah, everyone will be in there.
Well, I need to reinforce his windows. You know what I mean? Because there's all these loose bricks knocking about. You know, terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do watch quite a bit, and then I've got this little, well, on my YouTube, like a little timestamp, so I can like save timestamps where like there's conversations and bits and bobs of the live stream that I want to watch back. But yeah, I got to the bit where he was talking to him about helping him get out of, what is it, like losing his house or something? Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about silly. He's got a bit of an issue. He's got 6 months.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm up to.
And he could face losing his house because of the death. I think it's because death duties or whatever it is, and he's lumbered with about 12 grand worth of debt. So that's
crazy.
Crucifying him, because they haven't got much of an income.
Yeah.
So he's struggling on how they're going to pay for it. But I reckon that with a little bit of help and support, I reckon we could probably help him get there in 6 months. You know,
well,
especially if we set him up with if we set him up with a little online English business over in America, it's not going to affect my business, because he's going to be flogging it mostly to Americans. And whilst we do a lot of trade with Americans, all of us, me, Steve, you, whoever, on eBay and stuff, you know, you're not selling to Americans all of the time, every day of the week. Most of the people that we sell to on eBay will be English, apart from a few people abroad, whatever. It's got to be
all of mine are.
Yeah, it's got to be the same in America.
I got my fingers burnt too often abroad, particularly with Canada and things like that. I decided to stuff it. So I just only sell to the UK now.
Yes, and I tapped into that. I tapped into that market, because I know that there are so many English sellers that won't sell abroad for the same reasons that you say.
I did. I did it successfully for years with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but then you suddenly send somebody a Yu-Gi-Oh card worth 60, 70 quid, and you got it tracked, and it doesn't turn up. You think, what the hell? You manage to get another one, you send it again, and you think, well, enough's enough, you know. Yeah. And I was doing that with certain places. Italy was another one. In the end, I had probably more countries that I wouldn't ship to than I would. And I would ship worldwide. And I sold my Yu-Gi-Oh cards to every country in the world, probably. Yeah. They're very collectible cards. They're like Pokemon cards are now again. But after a while, there's certain countries I just thought, no way on God's earth am I going there again. and Italy was certainly one of them, and there's a few of the Russian former states were, but Canada was one of the worst. In the end, I got talking to one of the people who was the cars went missing, and they actually, it was I think she was a sergeant in the mounted police, and her husband was, I think, below her sort of thing in rank in the Mounties, and she was at home and she actually watched the bloke pulling them out of the packaging, going towards their mailbox outside, and shove it down his jacket instead. She lifted him, but I was opposed to doing that. So it had got through all of the little ports and sinks and all of the sorting offices. It got everywhere, and it got right to a door before it got lifted.
Oh, no way.
Oh.
You think how many times I stopped and started on his journey from Bath through to a small place in Canada? And he made all of those stops perfectly until he got to this bloke, which was lifting her mail. So,
Ian, my love, you look like a baddie from a James Bond movie with the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Blofeld. Yeah. CJ Blofeld.
I've changed Checker been in touch with you yet about receiving your prize?
Oh, what, my award that they're not Yeah, like that's going to happen, isn't it? You know, you could have half the country vote for me, and I mean, I think it's amazing, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for doing your bit and wanting to get me in there and one thing and another. And I'm not going to say don't stop voting. I love it. I love the idea, and you know, the thought of being put forward for something is fantastic. But
if they actually chose you, would you actually go? And
oh, absolutely, yeah. I would, yeah. It would give me the chance to meet Ian Glenn again, because he's going to be there, isn't he? He's not going to hand that job over to a minion. He's going to for something like that. He's going to want to be there. He's going to have to be there.
Yeah.
And if we got it, then if we got it, then he would have to acknowledge us.
Yeah.
You know.
It would be good if you got it, but I mean, I'm not saying any names, but I know for a fact who's going to win it. You don't even have to.
Well, yeah, but you know, we don't.
Yeah, no, but because I also think any of the staff, every time they see Ian's name, would be one for the bin.
Yeah.
We're not going to go down that jealous road of what somebody else might get and so on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I will
It's predictable
say
though.
What I will say is, pop that other comment up for me, will you?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I want to bring this up, Ron. Don't call Maria a witch. That's very rude. But yes, I have posted them. Which comment are you on about? Oh, I've just seen another one, which is fun. I assume you've seen this one.
That's one, yeah.
Lovely coin clan.
Yeah, Elephant. And
I wanted to try and get her to click on the link and just sort of, you know, come on and say hello. But we'll get doing that another day.
It's a Goldfinger stroking a cat. But my personal favourite, which came from, hang on, wrong one, not that one, this one. Look at that. Who can remember that?
Baron
Greenback. This isn't staying up. There we are. Baron Greenback.
What's Baron Greenback?
Danger Mouse.
Ah. I wouldn't know that. That's right, Marie. Ian's
you would. There's only a few years difference.
Everybody's
Wee Orange Men. That's a name I've not seen before. Hello, Wee Orange Men.
We have to be careful when my boss is watching. Even
there we go.
Someone.
Let's show this one.
Fran, why don't you go in and join?
Shall we leave that one up until we peer pressure
I think we should
join in?
Yeah, we need to get her in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got my penguin coins yesterday, Ian. I love them.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really into territory coins an awful lot, but yeah, I had to have that set.
Oh, penguins are nice. Fran, I just posted a link at the bottom for you.
Yeah, all you have to do is just click on that link, and you know, you don't even have to have your face on if you don't want. You can just talk. You just
She's in her jammies.
Video button, and it will just show what happened. Yeah, this is what happens when you click the video button. It goes like that, and then you can still talk, and everybody can still hear you.
They can go upside down.
So the fact that you're in your PJs,
yeah, you just be like,
just do that. See,
like me, like that. See.
Oh, just flip
easy peasy lemon squeezy. Although I gotta stop saying that. In the PJs and the hairs and rollers. Yeah, we don't have to see that.
It's no problem, babes. I'm only playing with you anyway, winding up.
We're shy as well, Fran.
Hairs and rollers.
And there's very few people in the world more shy than Ian.
Yeah. I don't suppose I consider myself that shy nowadays.
He's a blushing violet, isn't he?
What time did you go to bed last night, Ian?
I used to be quite shy. Shy and reserved once. Then I met Fran.
Ah, she ruined you.
Right out of my, oh, she did. She ruined me. She took me right out of my shell. She did. I've never been the same since.
I bet you're.
I'm telling everyone I'm only 37. But there we go. There you are.
There we go. Scott's put on there. So was Sue in regards to shy. Now she keeps coming on, and he can't stop her.
I haven't been a stripper for 38 years.
Ah, see, I was trying to guess. You know, when before John Gamble did that big reveal about Aaron, I was trying to guess what you told everyone at the Mint that had got everyone shocked, and I thought it would have been that obviously years and years ago, you know, the old stripping days. Like I thought that would have been it, but now he said no.
No, it wasn't that.
Being a stripper is fine, but making us do the visual picture of him wearing see-through trousers and a leather chap jacket, that is just mental torture. I've woken up screaming with that vision.
Don't forget a bespoke handcuff belt to go with it. A full handcuff belt made of real handcuffs. None of your plastic rubbish.
Nice.
Well, full handcuffs all the way around. There's about, I don't know, was it about 4 pairs of handcuffs, 5 pairs of handcuffs all the way around?
Well, I'm a proper dad. I've supplied all my kids with handcuffs as they all wanted them as they got to a certain age. Dad. Yeah, all right then. You borrow your brothers? He's using them. All right.
See, I'm Fran's toy boy.
Yeah.
He's 20 years older than me.
You're going to get it for that.
No, but at the moment I'm 300 miles away, so I'm reasonably safe.
I know, but
I'm not seeing her till tomorrow.
Women and elephants have the same memory, so she won't forget that. My ex-wife used to bring up for 20 years the fact I never looked back when she walked up the aisle. I said, why would I? She said, well, you're supposed to look back as I walk up the aisle. I went, why? I knew you were coming. I wasn't concerned. She should have been happy to see me at the other end. I didn't look back. Yeah, that's for people who don't know how to face forward. I was ex-squaddy, face forward, that's that. Don't look back. But she never forgave me for that. I think that's probably why we got divorced.
I'm not fucking surprised. Not many people.
I've not been threatened with divorce yet, so I'm safe.
If I look back at her and saw her walking up, I'd probably been on my toes. Probably did her a favour by just staying still. So.
Fran, you keep those photos just at home.
Oh, actually, here's a good one for you, Ian.
I think
one of our new friends, Marco, who's recently joined.
It's a thing of the past in his case after all the hard work he put into the YouTube videos and streaming channel.
Yeah. You can't go back in the box after stuff like that, can you?
No.
We can't, again, the vision of you in your seafood kegs, horrifying, but we can also remember you saying, call me maybe, whilst being covered in mint packaging.
You want my love.
Oh, I remember that video.
I know.
Deck chair.
That's another one that makes me scream, yeah.
And his wife fronts.
Call me maybe.
We had such a giggle making that. And we wanted to do it more because the next scene, and this is what started to get in the way. The next scene was the water scene. So, like the parody, there was the what were they, cheerleaders or whatever it was, all in bikinis doing the song, and then you had the parody of the army boys doing it in the desert, and then and there was a water scene, and so the girls were doing the water scene in the wherever they were doing it, in the swimming pool or the whatever, and the boys, because they haven't got a swimming pool in the desert, they did theirs in the shower. So we was going to do ours standing there and have a couple of people throw a couple of buckets of water over us. But by that time, I'd just come down with a cold, so I'd got a bit rough. And it's like, I can't do that, so we'll have to put that off for a week or so. Then Logan got ill. And then we got extremely busy with a rabbit and all the rest of it. And it just wasn't going to happen. So I just thought, you know what, it's a shame to waste what we've done. So I just put it up.
It's crazy
Matt,
stuff.
Yes, Matt, are you doing the coin trip? The Mint in January?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm going to be there. Is it the 25th at 1 o'clock? Well, I've booked mine for 1 o'clock on the 25th.
Yeah, what we want to do is do lots of coverage of Ian going backwards and forwards. Then with your tech savvy, you can speed it up and we put it to the Benny Hill music. Yes. We could make a good video out of that one as well.
Well, ideally,
I'll film it.
The little secret body cam, isn't it? That's what we want, is a little secret body cam, and then you can video it actually happening. Because if we go in there and try and video it, they won't let us.
Well, the best thing to do is,
fast forward.
I'll tell you how to do that. Get your phone, put your phone in your, wear a shirt pocket with a wear a shirt with a pocket, and just put your mobile phone and record. Whack it in your pocket.
Oh yeah, of course, with the light on, you know, mobile phone sticking out your pocket and a light on, letting everyone.
Yeah, you turn the light off.
No one's going to notice, are they, Matt?
You turn your light off because it'll be daylight, won't it? I've got to think of everything.
Fran loved that video. She did.
HMS is saying take Aaron down. We get arrested for doing nothing.
Yeah, that would be quite easy. That would be quite easy. I mean, it just happens everywhere with him. Bless him.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for. Like I say, I mean, I'm driving. I can only do the day trip, so I'm like leaving at about 3 o'clock in the morning from here, and then obviously getting to Wales, and then, having a drive back. Yeah, because I can't stop over that, unfortunately. So it'll be a long old day. On the Mint trip on the 25th, so I'll just be coming down for the day.
Why? Well, can't you stop? Well, actually, I shouldn't be asking that. That's like asking personal questions. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Well, I've got a christening the day after.
You've obviously got things to do.
Yes. Yeah, I've got a christening the day after, and the day before that I've got a birthday. So yeah.
You won't be missing much, man. We'll just be getting drunk.
But the next one I will stop over. And with it, like, obviously, with it being so close to Christmas as well. But now I'm just going to come down for the day. So it's about a 4-hour drive. So I'll be leaving at about 3 o'clock in the morning, getting to Wales for about 7 or 8.
Pardon me. I've normally got safety reins on, Marie.
And then I'll just be sleeping, having a couple of hours kip on the way home.
What, while you're driving?
Oh, no, I'll pull the car over and I'll get my blanket. It's going to be a proper road trip.
And you can't squeeze in staying overnight?
I might be able to. There's about a 90% chance that I can't at the moment, but if I can, I will.
But if you're too drunk to drive...
But I do need safety reins. I'm on them most of the time. I'm off them this week.
I'm used to driving anyway.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, so I'm used to driving anyway. Like I say, I'm up and down to Newark 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So I'm forever driving about.
I see. What was I going to say? I was going to say something last night, wasn't I? Cats. Did I do the cats?
No.
You're not going to sing the musical now, are you?
No. I said last night I was going to come on and tell you how to get rid of the cats. Unwanted cats out of your garden.
Lion shit in it.
I use pepper.
It's not very nice.
I thought lion shit did the trick.
No.
Go to the local zoo.
Or pepper.
No.
Lion manure for your roses.
No.
I always found a catapult quite effective, but
no catapults, no hurting the cats.
I've got.
I don't hurt them. I only use cotton wool buds at them. Honest.
It's easy, right? What you do is you get, you know, your plastic bottles that you get with your Coke and lemonade and all that sort of stuff in it.
Yep.
Right. So take a plastic bottle, take the label off it. So you've got no label on it. You've just got the see-through whole plastic bottle. Fill up the bottle 3/4, just over 3/4 actually. Need to leave a bit in the top. So you need to just fill it up, just sort of, I suppose, over 3/4. So you want it about sort of 6/8, which is about over 3/4, right? And anywhere around, doesn't have to be exact. And then put the top back on it. But you need that gap, you need the air gap, right? And then quite simply go and lay the bottles down in different places in the garden. That's what we've got to do. And you'll find the cats stop coming.
See,
and you're waiting for the punchline now.
Go on.
There ain't one.
Well, I'm just thinking I prefer to find the odd bit of cat poo in my garden than have it strewn with empty plastic bowls, 3/4 full of water.
You go and put them in places that they ain't that obvious. Do you know what I mean? You go and put them down behind the shrubs and one thing and another. But it does work. What can I say? I
love watching the videos on YouTube of people putting cucumbers behind their cats. That's fantastic.
Hey, have you ever seen a cat get brain freeze?
No.
YouTube it. Cat's getting brain freeze.
Yeah, on YouTube, cat and cucumber. It's a built-in instinct to the cat that they think it's a snake. So if there's a cat eating at his bowl and you can put a cucumber down behind it without it noticing, as soon as it actually turns around and catches a glimpse, it literally rockets into the air and nearly hits the ceiling. It is the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Not very nice for the cats, though.
Oh, it keeps them on their toes. They've got 9 lives.
Oh, I get no end of cat poo all over my garden.
Oh,
it's a nightmare. It stinks worse than dog poo.
I wouldn't like to watch anything like that, neither would I.
Oh, I find that one of the most entertaining things there is.
It's all right if they, if they're not harmed and stuff.
Like HMS Belfast, don't work in Belfast. Our cats are as hard as F.
Our cat is what? Cucumber doesn't work with my cat. Yeah, I mean, the other idea, of course, as Fran said, is get a dog or a water gun. That helps as well.
Yeah. Yeah, our dog just chases all the cats away.
Bottles of water, I used to do it all the time. When I was gardening, I had a gardening business, and people were always asking me for things like bark and what is it you can put down for the cats and all the rest of it. And I'd just take around a few bottles of water and put them around the garden, and that would do it.
There's a low wall near the bottom of my garden, and the cats use it like at the M1 motorway, and they just spend all day walking backwards and forwards. Literally, probably at least a dozen different cats. But every time I see one, I glance up, and it takes away me concentrating on the screen for too long. So it refocuses my eyes, so it's quite good. So I like my cats at the bottom of the garden now. So
yeah, I suppose it's all right if you if you don't mind them being there.
Yeah, but, you've got Casper. You shouldn't have any issues.
Yeah, exactly. He just chases them off. He goes in the garden and he chases them. But when he comes here, doesn't chase this cat.
Well,
this cat's family.
Yeah, and he understands it. He sees it as that.
I'll tell you what, Ian. When I was doing the trailer for the documentary, and I was trying to find a clip of Casper, and there's one where you're training Casper on the blue rope, and he runs. And he gets.
No, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, and he gets caught in the rope. Bless him.
I cringe every time I think of that one. You're talking about where I had the blue rope and he ran.
Yeah, because obviously I had to watch the video to get clips of Casper because I was trying to get a good one, and like, whoops, bless him.
That pulled at both our heartstrings. That did because I'd stepped on. That was my training rope, and I stepped on the rope.
Yeah.
And to stop him running off, but he ran so hard that when the rope ran out, his legs carried on going, and he just somersaulted. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
bless him.
Yeah, bless him. That wasn't very nice for him. That was right in the beginning when we got him. That was.
It's a good idea though to obviously train on the rope and that.
It's the easiest way to train a dog.
Oh yeah.
I agree. Is literally just go out and buy a tow rope.
Yeah.
You know, and a nice long rope, tie it to the collar, and then it doesn't matter if your dog doesn't come back when you call it, because instead of chasing the dog, you just walking over to a piece of the rope and wallop, put your foot on it, and then he ain't going nowhere. They soon learn to come back. They do. They soon learn to come back very quickly.
Oh yeah. He's a good dog.
That's how we taught him, and he didn't understand a word of English. He was when he came over from Spain and all that, he didn't understand, you know, so it was difficult to train him not understanding English.
So he's bilingual now, is he?
Must be, because we've never talked to him in Spanish or anything like that, and we've never had a problem with him really. He ran off a couple of times, and then as soon as we got that sorted, that was it. That was that problem over and done with. Now we can come out of our front door, and Casper will stand at that front door, and we tell him stay, and we'll be in the drive. There's no gate on the drive, so if he bolted, he'd be straight off the drive, straight down the street onto a busy main road. That door can be wide open, and he won't set foot over the threshold.
Do you think it would be protective if if anyone did try to do anything bad? Do you think it would be very protective if anyone tried it on?
Oh yeah, definitely. He is in a sense, he is the perfect guard dog, because, and he knows, that's the thing, he knows who's walking up that drive, because he'll just go a couple of woofs. Like if it's John coming in, turning up for work, or Kelly or Logan, he'd just go, hello mate, he'd just go like a couple of woofs, and he won't get up. He'd be lying on his sofa and he'd go woof woof, let you know someone's coming up the drive, and he don't get off the couch. Someone comes up on the drive that's a stranger, and he's off that couch like a ferret down a drain pipe, he is, and he's straight there at the door. Nash is going woof woof woof.
Yeah, I do love dogs.
He's as soft as ice cream when you come in, because we let you in. You know,
my brother's dog can't be trained. I don't think it's just too stupid. The one I look after, Watson.
You just
they took him. My daughter and son took him out last Tuesday to the local charity shop where their grandma works on a Tuesday afternoon. And the second he got in through the door, bearing in mind he just had a long walk to the place. Second he got in through the door, he did a dump. So,
yeah.
Oh, bad behaved dog. Yeah.
We've got a greyhound. All he does is like eat and sleep. That's all he does. Eat, sleep, and poo.
Well,
most laziest dog.
Oh, we've been joined by John and No Easy Money.
Yeah, my other boss is on. I've got two of my bosses on at the moment. Oh, I've got to be a good boy.
Yes, you've got to be.
So nobody start, getting me at it, making me play up and all that business.
I'll be back in a second. Just going to change my fag battery. It's run out.
Okay, Turkey.
How you feeling, John? Are you okay? I worry about him when I'm not there. Don't worry about him much when I'm there, but when I'm not there, I worry about him a bit.
Yeah, we didn't hear you. Oh, no, there we go. No apologies needed. That was for Scott. I'm Marco. Where's Marco? Oh, yeah, Marco there. They're all disappearing off screen now.
No, I'm just coming out to see what. I'm just coming.
John's just replied to you, Ian, saying he's good.
He's good? Good.
Yeah, so I'm good. Thanks, boss. Recycling. What a good boy.
And then I found another one. Oh.
We found another. They've been breeding. Oh, yeah. Well, why would you keep a small inch?
Well, it's a shame to leave that on the shelf, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So,
get it drunk.
In a way, Ian, if you didn't do this, then they'll probably lay off some of the recyclers because there's no work to be done. So you're keeping people in a living by doing that.
Yeah,
and helping the environment.
And I'm helping him tidy up his drinks cabinet. I've got rid of 3 bottles off there now for him. He'll be well pleased. He won't be pleased when in 6 months he goes into that Chivas bottle. Because I've half emptied his bottle of Chivas Regal.
Fran's saying Uncle John babysat Casper today.
Thanks for that, John.
And Scott would jump on, but he's tired. I'm not surprised. I know you're due on now, Matt, but you are on, and it's quicker and easier keeping everyone on the stream and it is logging off and stuff, isn't it? So.
Well, if you don't mind, I might as well just stop on this one now.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because everyone migrating across the different streams is just a bit of a nightmare. We're all on here chin-wagging, so jobs are good.
Because what I've actually done is I've actually ordered myself a webcam to stream through my computer. Yeah, a good quality webcam to stream through my computer. So then I've got my phone handy because I'm doing everything through my phone at the moment. So if I get a message or when I'm
you can't stream either, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So I've ordered it off eBay. It was only 15 quid, and it's like, it records like 1080p, and then it's 30 frames a second. So about the same quality that I'm coming through now, which is quite good. Because when I tried to do this, just Belfast, Ian's brother will kill him for stealing the dregs of his whiskey.
Nah. We don't think he even knows they're there.
No, he knows I'm here.
No, we don't think he knows about all his little dregs of scotch.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
He won't.
He has. He's got a computer brain when it comes to his whiskey. And
in that case, he should finish the bottle before opening the other ones.
He knows exactly what he's got there. He just won't remember straight away. So he'll come home on Friday and he won't notice. I'll make sure all the bottles are gone and the recycling's gone.
Well, do the regas and then just fill it with cold tea.
Yeah.
Wait for him to have his first glass of that. Then he'll know.
There is that. There is that to it.
Yeah, just put black tea in it.
Yeah. I'll just blame his wife.
I used to drink loads. I did.
I've got his mate coming round tomorrow. One of my brother's mates, one of his best mates, he's coming round tomorrow. He's going to come round and have a little drink. So I'll blame him.
Even more recycling.
Yeah, I'll blame him.
Yeah.
I'll just say to Nick, we had Si round, and you know what Si's like. He just once he started, he didn't stop. I'll put it all on him.
Yeah.
I like it.
You want to say, but you do have a little confession though. So you say you had about 2 drams out of one of the cheap bottles. Put that on yourself. Blame him on everything else.
Yeah.
I like Glenlivet. That's a nice one. Good old.
He's got some of that out there, but
yeah, it's a good one.
He gets the hump if I put it with Coke. You know.
I can't drink whiskey straight. It's got to be like Coke or lemonade.
Yeah, steady on Scott. You know, less of the
everyone's got a drink apart from me.
Less of the replacement.
I'm supping tea, you're supping decent drinks.
I've pinched a wife, so I've got Archers and lemonade. That's all we've got to drink.
I should better get myself a drink. Oh, good, seized up.
That's it. He's buggered off. It's just me and you now. You got it?
I'm trying to burp.
Yeah, when they don't come
out.
It's
all right. I'm not having one. I'm just trying to burp.
Yeah, don't go don't go keeling over us.
Fran will see me trying to burp, think about the indigestion. She'll think I'm having a cardiac because of angina,
No
but it's not. It is indigestion, I promise.
Oh, I had a friggin' one of them 3 years ago. That's like I used to drink loads and loads. But one morning I literally went to pick the washing out of the washing machine, and I just ended up on my back.
Why?
Heart attack.
You had one?
Yes, 3 years ago.
Blimey. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 30. Oh, I forgot. I'm 32 now. I was 29 when it happened.
So you weren't even 30?
No, not even 30. But
and already knackered.
Yeah. I've had a stent put in, but luckily, apart from the vape, I've stopped smoking and lost quite a bit of weight and stuff. But yeah, I mean, my dad's got heart problems and stuff, so happened sooner rather than later. Anyway, when I was a bit fitter.
You and me both, Marco. I looked everywhere for a bottle of honey. That was the first thing I was going to attack the other night, and I couldn't find one anywhere. And I know my brother likes a bottle of honey, so I've got a feeling he's fucking got one hidden somewhere in the house. But
Ian, you can Amazon Prime it and get it next day delivery.
Yeah.
That takes away the fun then.
Yeah, I know, but I bought a litre for one of my sons for Grimbo, one of his prezzies, so he likes the Jack Daniels honey as well.
It's the only spirit I can really drink neat now. I mean, I was drinking that Scotch the last couple of nights, the Shivas, but that's hard. But honey, that goes down nice and easy.
That was nice. Francis, wow, yeah. I tell you what, though, when I had my heart attack, it happened in the morning, so I was just about to take the boys to school. I bent down to pick the washing out of the washing machine, and I just stood up, and that's it. I was on my back, so I ended up calling an ambulance, and the ambulance was going to be late. So literally, my father-in-law just literally bunged me in the back of his car and got me to the nearest hospital in about 10 minutes. And my wife, Amy, she rung up work, said, "Listen, Matt's just had a heart attack. He's not going to be in today." And the first thing they said to her was, "When's he going to be back in?" Didn't even ask how I was. Nice. When's he going to come? Oh, arseholes.
Arseholes.
Well, yeah. you probably, I'm not being horrible now, Matt, but you probably had the heart attack because you were near the washing machine,
It was, yeah, and that's I've never lived it down, mate. Believe me, that's all.
Now, I'm a single parent. I have to use the washing machine. So simple as.
They absolutely ripped me for it. But now I've got a clean bill of health now, so I'm all good. I'm doing really well. So
yeah, arseholes. Everybody say arseholes.
Arseholes.
Yeah, literally, they didn't even ask how it was. They just said, "Oh, well, when's he going to be back in?" Yeah, just because they were short-staffed that day, and they decided to have a freaking heart attack, right?
You ain't still working for them, are you, Matt?
No. I went self-employed after that.
How's Dean?
Dean?
Yeah, has anybody seen Dean?
I have spoke to Dean today, but
how's he doing? I haven't spoken to
him. I'd say, but I won't sure if I would be allowed to say on the live stream, or if he would be too happy with me if I said.
Well, no, in that case, then don't break confidence or nothing like that.
That's it.
Feeling pretty shit at the moment.
I've spoken to him today. Yeah, he's not too.
If you're watching, Dean, you got keep the old pecker up, and we got to chat more. We got to see what's what.
Yeah, anything you need, Dean, mate. We're all here, mate.
See what can be done. It's not a good time to be let go, not just before Christmas, the bastards.
Yeah. And
they've not been very nice to him there. They've made his life, I wouldn't say they've made his life a misery, but he's not been happy.
No. He's a nice bloke as well. They take the piss
out of him every day when he goes into work because of his coin collecting. Absolutely rip it out of him all the time. He's totally like he feels on his own, and I know what that's like. It's got to be gutting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And needs a bit of support, I think.
Yeah, it's a shame because he is a nice bloke. I mean, he calls me every week.
Starts with the earth, isn't he? So
he is. He's all right.
Yeah, it's a shame.
If you're watching, Dean, come on a bit more.
I think it'll certainly help. Yeah, especially now we're doing these SteamYard streams.
Yeah.
You'd have a bloody good laugh, I tell you.
I'm not being funny. Like they do in the States, they do like 3 like this, and they do coin searches, you know, kind of like comps.
Yeah.
So you can get 3 of you all going through live, and everyone as you find someone, everyone else says, "Hey, look what I found! Brilliant!" Everyone else saying wankers. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit more kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can bring a little bit more to that. It's just getting my head around how we can do something similar with people buying bags. I think there is a way to do it. It's just got to get my head around how that's going to work, because we can't do it the same way as them because we haven't got the coin. You know,
plus there need to be a caveat with us as well, because there's no way on God's earth I'll go through a bag for somebody and then say, "Oh yeah, I found you a cue." No, if I found the cue, is mine. It's simple as.
Well, yeah, you can't do that though. You know, when you're doing.
I would. That'd be the caveat. Yeah.
They've got to have.
All coins are yours unless it's a cue. Then it's.
Did you? I tell you what. Did
finders
you watch?
Keepers, losers weepers. You know.
I watched a really good one.
I mean, you know, you think of the extra hits the video gets, and you think of the extra publicity. You know, if that was done and somebody's bought a bag and they're searching for a bag of 50p's, and bang, they find a Kew Gardens.
Yeah. And
say, well, this is yours. You're the only one who's just give me a £5 for the bag or a £10 for the bag or whatever it is.
But I would lose the power of speech then. I wouldn't be able to say this is yours.
There was a chap called Total Coins. He found 55 WWFs in one hunt. Every single coin. Every single coin he got. Every single coin he got in the bag was a commemorative. I'll get the link. I'm not on actually. Every single
the ones I've got left, I've got some uncirculated WWFs left, and I bought all the ones I've got off of somebody that went and did a coin hunt, and they came back and they had a bag of brand new WWF, whole bag.
Yeah, that's what he did. Every coin, every single coin was a commemorative. There was like
what I could.
Yeah.
You know, so they are there. And that was what's that, 2011? And this was 3 years ago. So that would be 3 years after they came out. 3 years. And he went in and just happened to get a brand new bag. Boom, just like that.
There'll be somebody somewhere with a bag of unopened cues somewhere.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, UK Coin Hunt. Well, the first time I seen that sealed bag was from UK Coin Hunt. And I think he offered the bloke about 2 or 3 grand, but he refused it.
Well, there's only 20 coins in there.
Yeah, for a sealed bag of cues. I'm sure he said he offered him 2 or 3 grand.
See you tomorrow,
he said no.
I love you lot.
See you, Fran.
I love your bundles, everything. And I'll see you tomorrow. Night. I'll see you tomorrow.
How is your dad holding up, Ian, at the moment?
Well, at the moment, he's just essentially, you know, he's just laying there snoring. He's laying there sleeping and snoring and stuff. So yesterday was quite fidgety and a bit distressing. Today, it's just been constant virtual sleep and snoring. I'm actually expecting tonight to get a phone call. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he stopped breathing tonight. But on the one hand, I'm sort of expecting it maybe tomorrow night. But it wouldn't surprise me to get a phone call tonight and have it happen tonight, because they thought he was going to go this morning before I could get there. Because I can't get there until, because of my own issues, I can't get there till about 12, half 12. By the time I can get there, lunchtime. So, and I got a text this morning saying that his breathing had gone right down. It's very shallow, and you know it was essentially imminent.
Yeah.
And then I got there, and like I say, he's as strong as an ox. You know,
it's hard, isn't it? Nothing ever prepares you, though, does it?
No. Because the food and water stopped now, so he's not getting fed. He's not getting any water. He's not getting any hydration. Just like a little tiny tiddly bit of water in with the medication that he's got, and certain vitamins or whatever. But there's no water now, so he'll be completely dehydrating I mean, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, you know, he had something here. Today, you're just seeing his ribs poking out. So he's rapidly losing weight because he's not eating. When you're sitting next to him, you can hear his tummy grumbling because he's obviously starving, but he doesn't know he's starving. And it's just now a case of, you know, we just go in there and sit and hold his hand and talk to him. And for a while, I had you lot in there earlier on while I was sitting in there with him and chatting away to you while I was sitting there, just holding his hand because there's nothing else that you can do. You can just hold their hand and talk to them. And, you know, I know Fran was telling me and explained to me how when they're in that position, the absolute last thing to go is the hearing. The hearing is the one thing that apparently it's there. And when all the other bodily bits and pieces start packing up on one thing or another, but the hearing is the last thing to go. So somewhere in there, he can hear. You know, he can't respond, but he can hear.
Yeah, I did see a picture that Aaron posted.
Yeah, so we're at that sort of stage, really. So it literally can be any time in the next couple of days. It can't be any longer than Thursday or Friday because the body only can go without water for 4 days. After 4 days, that's it. And as someone said, if someone said to me yesterday or the day before, if the human body can go 4 days without water, your old man's going to push it to 4.5.
I bet he's had a good life.
He has. He's stubborn. He's as stubborn as can be. Stubborn as a mule and as strong as an ox. So, you know, you can almost see him. Like, every now and again, he's wincing and that. And I was screwing his face up, and I'm just imagining him. You know, the Grim Reapers come for him, and each time he does that, he's going, "Fuck off! I'm not ready yet." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think there's a little bit of that, really. You know.
Yeah.
And,
well, I'm surprised he hasn't passed on to you, and he's stubborn as an ox.
Where I get it from, Steve. That's where I get it from. You know, he just won't quit.
I lost my dad about 3 years ago. He died on the night of my birthday, which makes my birthday a bit bittersweet now. But you know, he'd had a cracking day. He'd come around for birthday cake, saw his grandchildren and that, and then gone out with my father-in-law and had a good berry and a good session that night. And he died between heartbeats, I think, in bed.
That's it. I mean,
probably didn't even know he died. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, both of my parents are still alive, but my missus, she lost her mum. I think her mum was 42 when she died. And she's well, that was like 7 or 8 years ago. She still never got over it, losing her mum so young. Like 42, her mum died literally 2 weeks after my second son was born, and her mum passed away, and that was sleep apnea. She died of.
My dad was blissfully asleep. He had like a duvet held up like that, where he used to always do to get snuggled under, and that was it. He went between heartbeats. You know, you can see his face. He had no idea he died. I don't think. Bless him. Yeah, of course. You know, it was difficult, but
that's it. Yeah.
To some degree, we'd already got extra 3 or 4 years out of him that we shouldn't have. So about 3 or 4 years beforehand, he collapsed whilst walking to meet my father-in-law for a beer. But he collapsed in front of 2 off-duty doctors from a hospital who did CPR. And as they were doing CPR, an ambulance was driving past, which they flagged down. You know, they sparked him twice on the pavement, got him into a ward and got the old veins and got him all kind of freezing, hypothermic or whatever to stop the enzymes to the brain and that. But then he wasn't coming back out from that when they tried to warm him back up. But eventually he came back. And he was back to driving again after a little while. At one stage, he came back losing. He didn't have his power of speech and things like that. But he got everything full back, all his memories, a lot. So we'd already done the grieving bit about 4 years before he went.
Yeah.
But then we had the bonus. So this was just like he'd come around for, you know, like some of these bands. You know, they should have retired, but they're doing one more tour. You know, around the greatest hits. You know, for the last time ever, and he did that for 3 or 4 years, and he enjoyed it all. And so it was easier that way because we'd kind of gone through the grief process before, So it was a little bit surreal. But...
Yeah, I mean, I'll never live it down because when Amy's mum died, we was at the flat we was living in at the time, and her dad rung Amy up, and Amy just started screaming and fell to the floor. And me being an absolute diff, I went up to her and I says, "What's the matter? Has the dog died?" It's just the first thing that came out of my mouth. I was like, oh. She goes, "No, it's my mum." It's just one of the first things that come out of my mouth. I goes, "What's the matter? The dog died." I just never expected a mum to, just die overnight.
Thank you very much, by the way, everybody. I'm seeing the comments as the guys are talking. I just didn't like to interrupt, but thank you very much. It's all noticed.
Yeah.
And HMS said, okay, let's talk about coins.
Scott said something a little while ago. He said, like you said, Ian, I can't wait until the girls from Change Checker or Christopher Collects finds a Gruffalo or a Peter. You know, that's that
was on screen, yeah.
That's a hot topic of conversation because it's got to happen. You know, you put 500 Peter Rabbits in or 400 Peter Rabbits into circulation, the chances of Change Checker or Christopher Collects finding one of those is absolutely minuscule. But once you've put 500 of them in, and you put 600 of these in, and you put 2,000 of them in, and you put 2,000 of them in, then it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, but I'm cynical. I would think that they would suppress that, and if they did find it, they would quickly turn it flip side down and not announce the fact.
Not mention.
And be swearing under their breath, thinking, "I'm not going to give him the pleasure."
Yeah. Living on borrowed time is the sweetest time, Steve. Believe me. And there's a man who knows.
You
know.
Yeah.
As I often call him, a dead man walking.
Hi, John.
Yeah, every time you say that, I think of Walking Dead. I think of zombies. I'm thinking, I can't imagine John's too chuffed with that comparison.
Well, you know, on the one hand, it's not a very complimentary thing to say about somebody, but I say that because
it's made with love. Yeah,
it is. But from being there at that moment when I looked at him, when me and Fran stood there and we went round and had a cup of coffee with him and Anne and had a chat, and he was sitting there, and that was it. He looked like he hadn't got longer than a week. That was it, you know. And he just looked like, and it's the first thing I said to Fran when we came outside, because he'd gone to go for a wee, and the toilet was only something like, you know, trying to put it in perspective, the toilet was something like 15 or 20 feet away from where he was sitting. And he didn't have to go upstairs or anything. It was only 15 or 20 feet away, and he had a Zimmer frame. And he stopped 3 times to breathe because he couldn't make it. He couldn't walk that 20 feet in just one go. And as we left, I said to Fran, he's a dead man walking. He's got no time left at all. I was just blown away. And then he got that injection or that treatment that his consultant gave him, shouldn't have gave him, and here he is. And we're on what?
Crazy.
2 years
Really
by the time now, and hopefully another 5 years to go. 10.
It's crazy, like all the money that gets pumped in. You would have thought they would have, got closer to finding a cure for some things.
That's no problem. That's fine. Don't worry about that. It's very kind that you did put that down. He put his condolences on another stream, thinking that Dad had already passed away. But I mean, essentially, he has. He's not going to wake up, not anymore. So he has pretty much. Wait for Christopher Collects to find a Gruffalo. Absolutely right, Marie. Can't wait. Yeah. I don't think there would be a problem with somebody like Christopher Collects or Absolute Coins or any of those people, Total Coins.
I think they would talk about it. I think they would.
Yeah, I do. I don't think there would be a problem with any of those bigger people because it would be something to talk about. They've actually found one. I don't think they would turn it over and ignore it.
They'll see the potential in finding that.
Thank you very much.
Christopher's doing a lot of things in conjunction with Change Checker now.
Yeah.
And they share the initials, don't they? CC.
Yeah, well, that helps.
Conspiracy theories, CC.
Yeah, it helps. when you're sponsored, it helps.
Mm.
When you've got someone else paying a few bills, it helps. So, you know, and I get that. And I get that people need that and they need to keep that.
Yeah. It's like that John Lewis advert. That's paid for my Christmas.
HMS.
To start getting involved with us would damage or put their sponsorships at risk.
Yeah.
There's at least three coin tubers that I know of that are sponsored.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, and the biggest clue on that is to just look at the packaging on their own coins. It's the same as a strike your own packet.
It is,
yeah.
Exactly the same. No difference.
And they also get access to the Royal Mint coins of down release.
Yeah.
They don't have to wait via Holland.
No.
So they can take advance orders and whack them out at £8 or £8.50 and have them delivered or posted out the day of the release. So
yeah. And that's why I'm coming.
Anyone like that, you know, it's in the little kind of mini cartel, as it were, because otherwise they aren't playing on the same rules as everyone else, are they? So.
No, that's why I'm gonna come away from it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm gonna come away from it in a sort of a temporary way, as it were, because I need to take stock, I need to reevaluate, I need to do all sorts of things, right? But I will be bringing all of the package coins back, all of them. I'll be bringing them all back. But when I bring them all back, they're going to go on at the right retail price. That's going to put a lot of my customers off, so I won't sell too many. And that's cool, you know, to start with, because why would I sell a coin at 13 or 14.95 or whatever it is when other people are selling the same coin for £9? I'm not going to sell it. But that's on the one hand. On the other hand, it doesn't take that long. If you follow the trends, it doesn't take that long from the release of a coin before that coin starts going up in value, especially if it's a non-release coin. They all go up in value. I think and I said it at the time, it wouldn't be that long before the RAFs are £20. I think they're up to £20 now, and now on eBay or close to it.
Yeah,
they're going to be far away from that.
I looked for a Spitfire on eBay.
I think the Armistice is up to 20 or £25 now. Snowman's up to 20, £25 now. They're all going up in price, like I said they would.
Matt, did you see the John Lewis ad?
So I'll bring them back, but I'm not gonna bring them back and
not yet, Marie, but I have seen it.
You know, that's what I'm not going to do. You can get into I could get into a price war with Steve, for example, my business against Steve's business. You know, that's a different ball game. That is a proper price war. That's a proper competition.
Yeah. Please don't.
I buy I can buy the stuff that he sells at the same price as him if I go and look for the same people, and Steve could do the same for me. You know, there's no I don't have a special access that he can't get. He can get access to virtually everything I've got. Wouldn't take him long to do that.
I mean, you know, when you were doing your coin, you know, like all the coin tubers are doing now, searching through bags of 50s and bags of £2 coin.
Yeah.
At its peak, what would you two guys be searching through? What's the most you've?
I've only recently got access to getting quantity. I've only done one quantity buy so far, so I'll be doing about 750 to £1,000 a week. But Ron's doing a couple of grand a week.
You'd have to ask John if he's still watching, because he, you know, in a lot of ways, John's memory is better than mine. But I would say, if you're still watching, John, would I be right in saying I think the most we did in 50p's in a day was 10 grand.
Wow.
The most we did in £2 coins in a day was 20.
That's crazy.
I think we did do 20 grand in £2 coins at one point, especially when we were doing it in Nero's, and because we were going to one bank, going up to Nero's, emptying it all on the table, searching through it, then taking it out of Nero's, the stuff we didn't want, into the bank next door, get rid of it, and then go to the other bank and pick up a load more and take it back to Nero's. And we just kept doing that over and over and over and over again. And then if the machine broke in Weymouth from the NatWest to put it in, because the machines break quite often when you're really giving them some hammer, we'd go to another town. So we go to Yeovil, and then we go to the Nero's in Yeovil, and we go to the banks there and backwards and forwards. We spent half our bloody working days, half our working life in Nero's.
Ron's just put on there, he's up to 3,000 a week now. In order to maximise people's savings and maximise or minimise the profits to the mint, if you join from the cashback link I've got on the banner there, you can, if you're already on top cashback, currently and for another 4 days, the Royal Mint is doing 12% cashback on purchases. And if you buy 8 coins, either 2018 or 19s or any other 2018 blank albums, you're getting 40% off if you use that code DSC291. Because more money in your pocket is less in theirs. So
absolutely. So Ron, yeah, you're with me on the machines breaking, right? So have you earned any money out of that yet?
Can you imagine if you started filming your hunts though years and years ago?
Oh, if we'd have done that, we'd have over 1 million followers now.
Oh yeah, you would. Especially the quantity as well.
I mean, Christopher only started in 2018. We started in 2013, 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ian, you should be over 50,000 views within the next 6 months. Do you know why?
Why?
You got 2 sons with massive channels. All you have to do is get them to put out your daddy's link.
Yeah.
To just sub it. You don't have to. Don't do the alarm bell. Don't worry about it. Just sub it.
Yep.
Thank you. Job's a good one.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Through the bloody roof.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you've not had to do that yet, have you, mate?
And when you do that, give them my link as well.
No, I say no to 2 of those. No, I won't be doing that. No, I won't give them your link.
God, terrible.
I won't get them to do it. I won't ask them to put a link up. I won't ask them to do a video. I did ask Aaron to do a video with me. I spoke to him yesterday because he's had enough now. So he's literally had enough of the shit that he had the other night when he dropped me off home. And he's moving. He's going to Spain, and he's moving on Sunday. Cool. So, and I said to him, I'll do us a favour before you go. Let's do a stream together. You know, that'd be quite nice. But I don't know whether or not he'll get the time. But that's as far as I would go with it. Otherwise, no, I wouldn't. Oh, there's John. What did he put up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The pair of scissors nearby, just in case.
John's worst day in Nero's, right? I tell you, John's worst day in Nero's in all the time that we did it, because we go up the stairs and then we'd have a table, and the table would be next to the stairs, right? So you got all the what do you call it? The bit of wood that's the banister, the banister, right? So you got.
I thought you were masturbating. Sorry, I was getting distracted. Right.
You got the banister thing, right, and the table's right next to that, and he's poured all the £2 coins all over the thing. And
you're surprised some hoodie gang didn't try and muscle in and grab him, yeah?
No, none of that. I think he picked the bag up, and either the bottom of the bag went, or something. It was something silly like that, or whatever. But anyway, wallop, all came off the table and just poured all these £2 coins, hundreds of just poured down the stairs. Oh, no. You know, that was a bit of a freaky moment, because to try and get up from the table and try and get all that down off the stairs, and all that was run down the stairs to the bottom of the shop, whilst all the money's still on the table, and I'm not there. He's on his own. So that caught him off guard a little bit. You remember that one, John?
I used to work in a Nick at Yeovil. I was a custody skipper in Yeovil, Nick, quite often. And some of the oinks we used to get in there, if you'd had a couple of grand's worth of £2 coins in Nero's in Yeovil, I'm surprised you didn't get done over.
No, never. That's not something that ever bothered me, was having somebody do us or anything like that. I mean, at the end of the day, what are they gonna run off with? If somebody tried to do it, I'd just pick up a bag and throw it at them.
Yeah.
You know, and if somebody's going to pick up a couple of bags of money, they're not exactly going to run very fast.
No.
Yeah, because you got what are you looking at? If you're looking at scum, that's a snooker balls, but it's a nickel rolls one. It for all the quarters. Charles Bronson in the very first Vigilante one. What that chain of film was called?
Death Wish.
Death Wish. That was the coins, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Well,
Yeah, if you got a bag of £2 coins and you've got a good aim, yeah, you'll stick them like a wet fish.
Yeah, absolutely. So it never bothered us, you know. And John's, I mean, I'm a big lump anyway, but John's bigger than me. I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm built like a brick shithouse. And John is bigger than me because I have to look up to John when I stand in front of him and talk to him.
Here's a question for you, Ian.
What coins do we need to save up? We're going for the 5K giveaway. I'll tell you that in a minute. Put John's other comment up for me.
Well, that one.
No, if you go back, no, before that, if you go
this
back
one.
Up, that's the one.
Have you got your 10p's in yet?
£10 a day in Nero's.
That's crazy. Have you got all your 10p's in yet from the 10p auction? So
for the 5K auction that you want. So when we do the auction that day, what we have to do is, I don't know if we've got is Chris on?
I think he's Chris Dyer.
Yeah, Chris, our moderator, Chris.
Chris Dyer. No, I don't think he's on anymore. I think he's having a bit of time off.
Cool. Have we got any spanners? No.
No.
I can't see from the stream because you only see from YouTube, can't you?
Yeah, no, we haven't got any spanners.
End of the day, the only options I get as the host, if I hit the dots, is to time out or block. So if someone came up being a prat, I would block them immediately anyway. I don't even worry about timeout. If they're coming up with being a knob, they're gone.
Yeah. He's here, look, he is there. Hello, Chris. You're supposed
is he? Bless his golden socks. He's as bad as Lighty. Get some time off.
I was only going to ask whether or not you had because you're always pasting stuff up. So I wonder whether you'd like have a document or something where you have it all on and then you just go copy and paste sometimes. And if you'd have like the list of the coins that we accept for the auction, the 10p one, because you've got the 2008 50p and various other things, and I've forgotten.
I like this one from Ron. Saw someone try out with the coins in the sock, grabbed the wrong end and hit them with the floppy sock.
Yeah. So
it's like a Jasper Carrot sketch talking about the sun readers doing the armed robbery. And he said, "You're sun readers, aren't you?" He said, "How do you know that? You've sawn off the wrong end of the shotgun." It was just holding a barrel.
I like that. You know the two Ronnies, the 4 candles sketch. That was always a good one.
Oh, that's a classic of all time. That
I can watch that time and time again.
Want some pumps? No, size 10.
There was a question there a minute ago. Ron was asking me about, what do I mean about add any money out of the machines breaking?
There you go. It's up on the screen.
Yeah. So I'm going to let you into a little secret here, and it's one of those. This is one of those anomalies that, on the one hand, you would say, well, it's wrong to earn the extra money out of it because it doesn't belong to you. But on the other hand, it's very difficult because sometimes you don't exactly know how much you've had extra, or indeed, you don't exactly know how much you've had. So, for example, when you go and use these machines at the NatWest Bank, it spins round. The money spins round on a disc, and the size of the disc inside the machine is like a record player. So if you look at a record player and the what do they call it? The turntable. It's like the turntable. It's about the same size as a turntable on a record player that you put a record on. And the money spins round at an unbelievable rate, and it shoots off, spins, shoots off, spins, shoots off. And as it shoots off into a really thin opening. And they shoot in this opening one at a time. And as they fly off the map and shoot into the hole, there is a laser. And the laser counts the money that goes into that hole. You got me? And so now, if we imagine, I know this is going to look a little bit on the dirty side. I've got to try and see if I can do it right.
He's doing it again.
I know. Let's try that way. Right. So I know this is going to look a little bit on the mucky side, but let's say that the hole on my finger there is the thing. So the money will. So the money shoots off if the mat's here, the money will shoot off the mat and shoot straight in the hole. Boom. Straight in like that. And it keeps going like that. Money goes in the hole. And you've got this laser beam that's counting this. So at super fast speed, it's counting all the money that's shooting into this hole. But the coins only shoot in, believe it or not, one at a time.
Ian, you do know that Matt's going to dub this and change the words and involve Fran in this conversation. And you're going to get in so much trouble.
Well, I've got some editing to do tonight.
I'm sure. And you see, there's a reason.
Cheers, Marie.
There's a reason for giving you this explanation. There you go. Chris has put that list up for whoever asked for it. Thank you very much, Chris. So as the money's coming out and it's shooting in one at a time, and the laser's counting it, all at super fast speed, what's supposed to happen is the money goes in and then it goes down a tube and it drops into a huge box underneath the machine, massive box. And as that box fills up, it's supposed to get to about a third of the way and then send off an automatic electronic signal from the laser, whatever the count that's in the sensor that's inside the box, to the cash handling center, which is Securicor or whoever comes and empties the bin. Then then it goes up a bit more and it will get like a half or 3/4 or whatever, and it will send another electronic message down the phone line to Securicor to come and empty the bin because the bin's filling up. And then what happens is the bin will fill up and cut off, right? So it's like the machine's clunked and it's broke because it won't do anymore because the box has filled up, and it stops. And at that point, what's supposed to happen is you go and come out, the staff will come in, they'll reset the machine, no one loses any money, and they empty the box. But with excessive use, and this happens more with 50p coins than it will do with any other denomination. If it happened on a £2 coin, you'd be going home thinking it's Christmas. But it can be Christmas on a 50p. So here's the thing. So because the 50p's are shaped the way that they are, the turntable, which has got a rubber mat on it, just like a turntable has, the 50p's with those hexagon edges, they rip that pad to bits, which is why the machine, one of the reasons why the machine always breaks down. Another reason why it always breaks down is because too many idiots go in there with Rose's tins full of change that they've been saving for years, tipping the change in along with all the dust and the nuts and bolts and the washers and all the rest of it.
Drawing pins, yeah,
drawing pins, everything. You'd be surprised at what goes in those machines, and it completely fucks the machine up. But the 50p's, because of the shape of them, and because of the size and the weight and the speed at which they go round, those corners actually cut into the thing. Anyway, messes it up. And then what happens is sometimes the sensors don't work properly. And when those sensors don't work properly, the box fills up. And when the box fills up until it's too full, the pad is still spinning at an unbelievable rate. The coins are still going like this at an unbelievable rate. But they're not going in the tube. They're not going down. They're going bounce, 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 bounce at a super fast rate. So they bounce, bounce, and they're bouncing all over the inside of the lid of the machine. And so when that happens, and then it goes clunk and it stops, you open the machine up, and like the inside of the machine is all now full of money. Well, that's your money. So now you've got a problem, because there are some coins that machine has counted as if it's gone into the machine. And there are some coins where it's bounced off and it's not been counted. So now, out of all that money that's in the top of the lid, now nobody knows how much of that actually belongs in the box and how much of that is actually yours. So what happens is, open the machine, get all the coins out, give you the coins back. And it said how much had been done already, didn't get a penny extra. No, but you get the coins back. You're supposed to get the coins back that are in the top of the machine. They can't take them because they don't know how many coins have been counted. If there are 200 coins in the top of this machine all over the place, right, and the coins literally go all over the place. They go underneath electrical bits and get in tight corners and go underneath the actual turntable, and it's a right mess in there. And when that happens, there's absolutely no telling on how much has gone in and how much out of that there, how much should I give back to the customer, and an easy way of working it out. So all they can do is just give you all the coins that are in the top of the lid, give you the receipt.
That's crazy.
Yeah, empty the bin, reset the machine and start again. And we've come out of there time and time again, and we've had, I think the most that we had was over 300 quid back.
Correct. Tidy.
It's not bad going.
Something like that. And we could only guess because of the way that me and John did it, we never knew exactly how much we was taking in there anyway, because we
well,
did it.
You took him for a drink on the way back.
Yeah, well, we did it at such a speed. We, doing the Nero's thing and one thing and another, we would go through so many coins in a day that we would just take out the coins that we wanted, and we're not writing down the value of the coins that were taken out. Like 23 £2 coins, and we want to keep them. And
but how were you getting such quantity of coinage?
Huh?
You must have been pre-ordering the coinage.
Oh yeah. We ordered it from the bank. I was paying Barclays Bank at one point over £1,200 a month.
Wait a minute, because
just in commission.
I'm not paying a penny for mine from Metro because they obviously want me as a customer for now. I've been told by Ron that that's only a matter of time. There's a honeymoon period, and then they say you're taking the mick a bit, and we aren't going to be as helpful. In which case, I'll say goodbye to you. I'll use someone else, but I'll still use your magic machine for counting it. So
yeah, well, a lot of them were stopping you doing that now because a lot of people go into the NatWest and use the machine, and then when they've used the machine, they go to the counter with a receipt, and they haven't got a bank account in the NatWest. They just want
but Metro, when I first did that, when I first went in, because I saw the machine for the window, had no idea, had no intention of making an account with them. I saw the magic coin machine, and I went in and said, "Oh, that looks posh." They went, "Yeah, you're free to use. You don't have to be a customer here." "Oh, you're a customer here?" I went, "No." They said, "Oh, you're free to use anyway." And I went, "Oh, okay." I had some crap on me anyway. I was going to ditch my local bank, and I just tipped it in and got a slip of paper, took it to the counter, and they said, "Here's a big M Metro money box." I went, "Oh, cheers." "Oh, do you want some lollies?" I went, "All right then. What flavour? Strawberry or cherry?" "Cherry." "All right." And there's dog treats there. If you have a dog, they're a dog-friendly bank and all the other
I don't
rubbish.
know where a local Metro bank is.
Yeah, they're spreading, but they're very kind of keen to get business, I think. So they have their own vault as well. So they have their... I don't think any other place in Bath has kind of safety deposit boxes, but they have their own safety deposit box scheme as well, sort of thing. But yeah, I went in and eventually I opened an account thinking I could just drop my coins in, credit it to my account with one swipe, then withdraw it in coins, and just do the circle of life with my coins. And when I actually went in to open the account, I was taking my mum out for a birthday lunch. We went in afterwards, and they gave me like one of those silly kind of shopping bags full of pens and blooming, lollies and everything else. And they gave my mum one as well. Would you like one, Miss? Oh yes, why not? But yeah, it's weird bank, but great for until I lose a honeymoon period. I'm happy.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'll have to.
That's crazy stuff.
Ron was saying that if you look at the comments, Ron said that I got all the coins from the top back. So when they opened the machine and it broke down, they give him all the coins back that was in the top, and I absolutely guarantee you that you had more coins back than what you went to the bank with. Even if you didn't count them all, I guarantee you when that happens, you go home with more money than what you took to the bank. And they can't take it off you.
Oh yeah, there we are.
Nobody knows. Nobody actually knows how much the real money is. So the people that lose are the security court company.
Hi, Brain. Sorry, we're waxing lyrical. Do you want us to get off and then we can join onto your stream?
That's it. Right, I'm going to get going. Yeah, cheers.
And the other one, Nero's the coffee shop. That's where we went.
Yeah, coffee shop. Ian, what's the most amount of coups you've ever got in one go? Or
I like that. Ron got the free bag and all the lollies. Didn't get a money box.
yeah, Ian.
So,
what's
Metro coming to a town near you soon.
The most amount of queues.
Yeah, you've ever had at one time, or you've ever discovered, or
actually,
you've ever been lucky with them.
When we first started and we started doing the coin hunting with the 50p's. We worked out that it was around about one Kew Gardens every 4 or 5 grand's worth of 50p's that we went through, and that was quite a standard thing for us at the time. It was, we would find them reasonably regularly, but once 2017 came and went, that was it.
Yeah.
There's no way that's going to happen when you dump 60 million coins into the marketplace. It's just, it's now way too many. That's why there are certain 50p coins now that are going to go up in value, and you can still pick them up for a song. All of the Olympic coins, every single one of them should be a £5 now. Library, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts.
On my side, they nearly are, apart from archery.
Yeah.
Archery,
all of that stuff should be priced at £4.95 now.
Yeah, no, I got most of mine are under that, apart from tennis and upwards, £5.90. Everything else is below £5 still. But yeah, I know where you're coming from, because the numbers are so low compared to Jemima, and Jemima's going for 15. You're thinking, well, hang on, gold ball's a lot rarer than that.
Absolutely.
I like the vintage figures with the Olympic, the carded Olympics, well, the Buncy Olympics.
That's what people want to buy. Figures. Yeah, the most common bunk Olympic is football.
Oh, I got you wrong.
Yeah.
188,000. Because everyone wanted it in order to give it competition or to prizes as a 7-a-side football club or whatever. So they wanted those. So that's where the demand was, and they printed what they needed.
Yeah, that's it. It's very popular.
It's the weird ones, or the less, like goal ball and wheelchair rugby. Those are the ones which they didn't print many of, because the demand wasn't there to buy them in that quantity. But football and things like that, there was. Badminton. Again, if you run in a badminton competition, runner-up prizes, give them all a nice carded badminton. That's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
They'll order them.
It's like as well with the Peter Rabbit and the Flopsy Bunny minting the same amount of coins. Oh,
you want to fire up, Brain? Fire up and go live, and then we'll come off.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, because I'm going to be heading off in a minute.
I'm watching it on this.
All right. Take care, Matt. It's been a pleasure as always.
You off,
yeah, no, I've had fun, guys. So, good night, everyone.
I'll catch up.
And, thanks, Marie, as well. Parcel in the post for you. That's brilliant. All right, so night, guys.
Don't talk to me about that. No easy money. I've had 2 people tonight tell me about how they got a 2009 Blue Peter carded Olympic P, both from charity shops, both for around the £5 mark.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
Sickner. That never happens to me. That's how Scott got his first one. £5.50 he paid for it, I think. And then Jack Martin said, I got one as well about a year ago. 18 months tops. For about a £5 from a charity shop.
I got a load of £5 coins for like £3 each.
Yeah, the problem is with £5 coins is there's not the same collecting market, is there? 50p's, £2, a lot of appetite. £5 not, but some of the £5 coins are fantastic. The year 2000, the old anno domino or whatever, for the rolling in of the new millennium, fantastic looking coin. But unfortunately, they're clunky, and like you say, they aren't legal tender, and people just steer clear to some degree.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, see you later, guys.
Right, cheers, Matt.
Bye.
Yeah, for Scott to talk about... Scott to talk about getting one for about £5, and then for Jack to say, I did the same in a charity shop as well. I'm thinking, I go through charity shops every week. I don't come across any of this stuff.
Yeah, sometimes if you went on a mission to actually get one, and then you factor in the time it takes you to go around all the charity shops and
cheaper to buy it.
You know,
yeah.
it would be cheaper to buy it. It only actually works when you just happen to walk into somewhere and spy something like they've done, you know, and that's when you're having it off in it, really.
I've had and sold a fair few Northern Ireland Commonwealth games, and I've got well over a dozen dual dates. A lot of them in proof sets.
Yeah.
But the only queue I've ever had, I bought for value on eBay in order to be like one of the showstoppers on my website.
Yeah.
Within 3 hours of listing it, Madeline bought it.
Yeah.
God. I don't mind selling it. That's, I'm like you. That's our job. We want to sell stuff. Right. But I would have liked to have had it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I didn't even put it into the drawer where I keep the website stuff. It basically gone from a pile of just listing it into an envelope and posted.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to... have we already definitely got them up?
I can't see you.
Are they definitely up? Because if they're definitely up, I'll close this stream.
No, they're not. They're not up yet.
All right.
Are you up? Tell us you're up.
Because Marie's gone to brush her teeth before heading off to the States. I need to find out what happened to my 2 second rolls of $20 as quarters, because on both occasions I've not really clicked on what's gone on with them. I've either had too many gins or I've gone to sleep. But I know on the very first one, I think they found something like 17 quarters, which is Statel Park. I'm not sure about the second, and then I went back on, still didn't know. So Ron found a queue in May in the bank run. Someone else got a queue, they were telling me this week, in their change from a coffee machine, Ian.
Nice.
What's the odds? They've been going through, they've been going through coin hunts, week in, week out for a year, and then they get one in their change in the coffee machine.
Me and John were going through all them coins like I was telling you, and there was a corner shop when in the house that I lived in when I first started. There was a corner shop come out my front door, and the corner shop was there right across the street. And the lady in there, we got talking about coins, and she said, "Yeah, I'll save them for you." And then John went and picked up a load of coins one day. You remember that, John? And I went round his house. And he said, I went around his house to pick up the coin because he went and picked them up from the lady, and he used to give her the money for us. And we used to give her like a little bit over face, probably about 20, 25%, 30% above face. And we didn't really check them either. We would just take the coins off her and then take them back and then, sort them out and check what she'd say for us. And I went round John's to pick it up. And as I went in and said hello to him, he was sitting at the table and he threw the Kew Gardens across the table at me that she'd give him.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I know John Gamble, and I think Warren had like 10 shopkeepers that keep them by for them. The only one I ever had was a small post office, which is now shut. They closed it down. But that postmaster used to keep them to one side. And on one occasion, I used to go on my way to and from work to do my post for eBay. I went in and he said, "Oh, I got a handful for you today." I went, "Oh, that's nice," because sometimes you go a week or two without him saying, "I found anything." Yeah. Here he said, "Oh, some woman came in with about £2 coins, so I kept them all by for you because they're all pretty ones." And there was a England in there, a Scotland, a Wales, and I was thinking, "Come on, last one," but it wasn't. But either way, I gave him 12 quid for 6 £2 coins.
Yeah.
And each one's, 10, 15, 20 quid. You're thinking, happy days.
I think they're waiting to come on.
Hello, Susie.
I don't think they can come on till we come off, Steve, so we'll just end it.
They can, but I normally try and duplicate over. But we're about to migrate over to the States, good people. So I'm going to close this stream down. If you have a look around and just hover around the British Coin Hunts kind of page, you should find another stream coming live momentarily. Any
moment now. See you in a bit.
And I assume Dopey Bollocks will be joining like I will. Right, end broadcast. See you in the mo. See you